I hear a lawnmower, but it's intermittent.
It's going by the window so fast.
Yeah.
5 lawnmower.
I got 5 lawnmower.
You guys ready?
But let me finish my cookie.
No.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Go on now, get.
What's up, guys? It's Milltown Productions.
That's right.
We're here doing a reaction to episode fucking 5 of Midnight Mass.
That's right.
It is called Gospel. Guys, last time we watched this show, I don't think we were in the greatest mindset. We had just traveled. We were all tired, a little irritable. And then we watched a really sad episode.
Really bad
It
episode.
really fucking pissed me off.
I don't want to say bad episode.
Yeah. I don't think there's any bad episodes in the show. I would say that really bad things happened in that episode, though.
Angerfying.
We lost our man Joe. He was killed. A lot of people, well, the mayor found out about it. Bev found out about it. Sturge found out about it. And it seems like they're going to help cover all of that up. So, and also Bev kind of knows the full extent of what Monsignor is now.
Right.
Because she saw that he can't go out in the sun or anything. And she believes that God is moving through him. And that is the reason why he killed Joe. And then, to top it all off, Riley got attacked by the vampire at the end of the last one.
Thank God. Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't like that.
So
Didn't like it.
That was the one part I liked of that last episode.
No, it wasn't.
we had some really nice conversations between Riley and Erin too about death, because she seems to have lost her baby. It just disappeared.
I think it just crawled out of her when she was sleeping.
All right. But I think since the last time we watched it, I think we've gone through all the stages of grief, and we've come to acceptance now of that has happened,
Meh.
and now all we can do is move on.
I agree.
I heard that you had a prediction for this episode whenever you were talking to Brandon about it, that you possibly think this might be a happier episode because we just had a very depressing episode in episode 4.
Yeah.
Because it's also named Gospel, so you also thought that could be a reason.
Yeah.
Which means good news and teaching about Christ.
Okay. Are you going to stick with that? You think we're going to have a happier episode, or...
I don't know, man. I don't know anything anymore.
You said I've just been thrown off now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess let's keep our fingers crossed that we'll get happy. I mean, we're not exactly in a happy situation at the moment from where the last one left off.
Yeah, we're all fucking mad at each other right now.
Well, I guess we'll just go ahead and dive in and see what happens.
Yeah, fuck you.
That's the only way to do it.
All right.
Blame a mannequin.
And the Blair Witch when you said having sex with a mannequin.
Who dat?
That's young Riley.
Min Senior?
Min Senior?
Whatever his fucking name is.
Monsignor.
Monsignor. Monsignor.
It sounded like you're saying like quinceañera, but you're like, Monsignora.
2 nights in a row. We should talk to him. I just don't like not knowing what he's...
Rumor is he's been spending a lot of time with Miss Green.
You know what he's doing.
No, he don't. He
good
thinks.
for him.
He knows what he's doing.
He can find just a little comfort in his... Good for him.
If he could find a little comfort in Miss Green, good for him, you know?
I mean, hey.
Oh no, she feels like she got stood up.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was supposed to go meet her, come back to our house.
So it's now daytime.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna find out if he's dead,
Morning, you.
I
or
guess
if he's
so.
a vampire, or what.
Wow, you look... Do you like it? I dug it out of that footlocker in the closet upstairs.
She has like no wrinkles left.
Most of those haven't seen the light of day in decades, but then again, neither have I.
It's so strange that she's getting younger faster than
Shall
anybody
we?
else.
French fries.
Wait, you're saying
French
every
something.
night? No morning masses at all?
Father Paul probably just needs another morning or two to recover from that head cold. But he should be up and about tonight, isn't that right, Sturge?
Yes, sir.
What is happening? Oh shit.
I don't know why I'm not as happy because they showed that scene. I just, for some reason, thought that they were about the Lazarus Joe. Because everyone was like, what?
No.
And I was like, oh my God, is he coming back?
Oh.
Somehow.
I'm gonna spoil this for you. Joe doesn't come back.
Yeah, I figured now.
I didn't think he was, to be honest.
Sad.
Yeah, I didn't think so either until they were all like, "What?" And I was like, "There's a chance."
But we'll see that actor that played Joe
Thank God.
again in.
He won't look the same.
I don't remember if he's in Bly Manor. He looks pretty similar.
Yeah, but no beard.
How do you
not,
know?
not the same beard. He still has a
Oh,
beard.
he does?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Because Jason told me he doesn't
Oh.
have that big old beard.
He doesn't have the big beard. He does have a beard, but I think I don't know if I don't remember if he's in Bly Manor, but he is in Hill House. So
Nice.
Peeking in the windows without him home, I see.
into the creek.
Miss Greenie. Oh no.
Y'all think he's dead or you think he's alive?
I don't know.
He's
I've-
alive.
Okay.
Kind of. He's halfway alive.
You think he's a vampire?
Everything okay?
Not sure
Yeah,
yet.
Riley's MIA, I guess.
50-50.
Huh? He's not with Erin Green then?
I guess not.
He's just gonna piss it all away even after all the... What the hell's the matter with him?
You don't know what he's
Let him.
doing.
If he's not even gonna... Sorry. Sorry, Warren.
I hate seeing him like this now because at the beginning of the episode he was actually like he was smiling and kind of supportive of the idea that Riley was with Erin and whatnot.
Yeah, but you can tell he just cares.
Yeah,
Great, I
it's just
appreciate that.
we hardly get to see him like smile and be happy in the show.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, I was just tracking. What could I do for you, Miss Green?
It's not an official report because it hasn't been 24, 48 hours. I don't know how long you're supposed to wait, and you're gonna laugh at me. But I need to report a missing person.
Who?
Riley Flynn. He was supposed to come to my house last night, but he didn't. And I checked with his family and this morning and this afternoon, and they haven't seen him.
Did he say anything? Anything that you look at now, thinking back, that's off? Or...
No, nothing.
Well, sure, but maybe he just
He
got
said he
to
would
it.
come to my house
Last time we saw him.
yesterday morning when we woke up. Home for dinner, his parents said so, and then he said he was going to meet me, and then nothing.
What did you two talk about?
Death.
Oof.
We talked about what happens when you die. I think it was on both of our minds because I had lost. I miscarried?
No.
Sorry. What did he say about it? Death? Was he afraid of it? Intrigued by it? Or...
He seemed fine. But that's what they say. People who aren't okay. They say that about people who kill themselves, that they seemed fine.
They do say that sometimes, yeah.
It's a big oof.
Yes, it is.
This is where they lock the doors and then feed off everybody.
Jesus. That's the actual wine.
Boys, father.
Feeling better, Father?
Special night, boys. Eyes up, ears open.
What?
That was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
You know, I heard about it. I did, but seeing is believing, isn't it?
Fuck up, Bev.
Fuck up. Yeah.
Mildred Gunning, as I live and breathe. Beverly Keene, God gave you back to us. Well, thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So she's got her skin back. Why didn't she got her agility
They
back?
took
Why
the
can't
body
she
of
walk
Jesus
by herself?
Well, she still
and
looks like
bound
she
it
would be
with the
kind of
burial
old, like
cloths
near her
along with
50s.
the
So.
spices.
Hello, Father.
Make no mistake, it is a war. As God's army, how do we know how the fight is going? All God gives us is right here. How we
The cello
feel.
sounds.
Fucking Riley
Inside
kicks
each
in the
one
door.
of us pointing due north to the Holy Spirit.
awesome.
Conscience.
That would be cool.
In the army of God, it is a war, and there will be casualties. God will ask horrible things of you. Horrible. Just look at what he asked of his own son. Just look at what Jesus had to endure today. We have to call it the new covenant. And we must, as his army, shed the old covenant and listen only to that.
What? Yes! Oh, chicken! Oh, chicken! Chicken? Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, chicken!
Mama's chicken is fucking awesome.
It's the shit.
Because I'm already fat. I don't need to get fatter. Like, damn. I really like this part.
Oh my
We're gonna
god.
need this again anytime soon. Okay, do you want to set it off
Like each
on the
piece that
floor
he
or
eats, he's gonna be like.
No.
We grab some snacky snacks over here.
What is otherwise horrible is good because of where it's headed. Welcome to God's army. Yeah, we're gonna do great things.
I don't think she liked that sermon.
No, she was like, "This is not right."
Mom, wait.
Look at her.
What's wrong?
I don't want you going back there ever again.
What?
That is not my church. That is not the man I knew.
Hell yeah.
That's right. Fucking imposter.
Who knocking on my door?
Oh, that reminded me of Jack and the Beanstalk.
I just thought about the raven, as if someone gently tapping at my chamber door.
That was the exact noise.
Yeah.
Right?
Where the hell have
Forevermore.
you been? I have been calling you all day.
We got Riley.
Sorry.
Don't do that. Where were you?
Do you remember a few days before you left town? You wanted to take a boat out. You wouldn't take no for an answer, so we grabbed a rowboat. We rowed out. Smoked a pack of cigarettes, watched the sun come up. You can go for a ride?
Is he gonna tell her the truth?
Maybe.
But here's the thing. Will she believe him? Considering he didn't go meet her in the daylight, I think he's an actual vampire.
If so, he might be taking out her out there for a whole different reason.
No.
I haven't pressed because you never did. You let me come to you. But here we are, and I've got to ask now. What's this about, Riley?
I'm still not convinced he's a vampire.
No?
I'm gonna tell you a story.
I
but
think
you're not gonna
compulsion's
believe
not
it.
off the table.
I just need you to listen.
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, you can.
Mama.
Hey,
Oh,
you're okay.
okay, he's a
You're
vampire.
Just relax. You focus
His
on
eyes.
breathing, okay?
Yep.
I had a sister. Did I ever tell you
That
that?
seems so random.
Named Alice. I was 8 when she died. I was terrified of death, and that's actually what brought me to God. You're okay. See, God still has a plan, and death isn't part of it.
Makes him look so evil when his eyes are like that.
Not for all of us.
He also would be a really bad chiropractor.
We don't have to be afraid ever again.
He yanked his neck.
Yeah.
Re-snap.
Well, obviously he's a vampire now.
How you feeling?
Morning.
You look a lot better. Here, please, have a seat.
No.
Fuck.
I wouldn't. The important thing is not to go outside right now. I'm sorry, I was hoping to warn you before, but well, it's not a mistake you make twice, right? Here, have a seat. Sit. Give your skin a chance to heal, at the very least.
We're having a meeting?
We're having the meeting.
The birds and the
I
bees.
promise it's okay. You've had a long night, long journey. Let's start with serenity.
You fucking kidding?
Not at all. Today you get complete and total honesty from me.
Who are you?
Monsignor.
Yep, and it
You
was
know
him.
who
That
I
was the boy.
Come on. Listen to yourself. You know who I am. Really? You need to see the marks in my hands? Put your hand into my side?
That's not possible.
Come on, we're past that now. You're past that.
Okay, then. Then how?
Same as you, basically. You've been taken back as well. Taken back to your best self. I just had a lot further to go than you did. There's a lot further to go. Hey, why did you come back here? Last night. I've known you your whole life. Never once have you just shown up. Did you feel a calling?
Joe Colley's sister.
I lied to you about that. And I ask you for your forgiveness for that lie. That's why you came back. Complete and total honesty. That's my vow to you. Okay, Joe was suffering. And he was suffering for no reason. He was beyond repair. He worked through me, and Joe Colley was called home.
No, you fucking killed him. You and that thing.
It's done and cannot be undone.
No, what was that fucking thing?
Angel.
Oh, good. He's up.
Come over here. Will you stand here?
Are you sure?
Stop me from what?
Just let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
Fuck. You can see it?
Yeah. Look at his eyes.
She's much more animated right there. Until she got scared.
She was fucking terrified. I mean, I would be too.
Stuff, isn't it?
Now I hope she doesn't die, but I hope they suck all of the blood out of her.
I'm sorry it hurts.
You want her to drain completely?
Really?
Yeah, I don't want her to have any vampire blood in her system.
Yeah.
It will. I died across the way there, but I was scared and confused. I felt the same way you did. He moved through me, and Joe was taken, and I was sustained.
Murderer.
I had no guilt. He had taken that guilt. He had cleansed my conscience, for I had simply done his will. Hardly unique as a soldier of the Lord. I'm not hardly unique in this room either, am I? You've killed someone.
That was wrong.
The guilt you feel, the remorse.
Yeah.
You feel that every day.
Yeah.
See, I killed Joe. I watched myself do it with my own hands, and I have no guilt. None. How does that make you feel?
Disgusted.
How does it make you feel?
Angry.
Nope. How does that make you feel?
Fucking angry.
No! I promise you complete honesty, and I am giving that to you. How does it make you feel?
Jealous.
I wonder how good his night vision is.
Well, you're about to see what things look
Why
like.
does this
Tom.
look like a green screen right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
I worry. I worry about that one. He's hardly the reliable sort.
God chooses his vessels, Beverly.
But if he tells,
That's what apostles are for. How else does gospel spread?
See, she wants to trick people in. I think he's okay with it if anyone knew.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
That just makes lights brighter. It doesn't.
It's like he can see the energy around it. There's a shot coming up where he looks at the stars.
Mom, wait. Stop. That is not the man I knew.
Damn, his hearing is really good too.
Yep.
I fucking love that song.
I want to see what he sees in the stars.
It will show it.
Wait, is he getting the feeding?
Yeah, he's getting
a
that.
craving.
Yeah.
So soon?
He got it almost when he first woke up.
So this man didn't decide to feed first before he went to her house? Oh, that's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
But yeah.
that's quite a story.
Why would he do that?
And let's just say that any of that is true. Brought me out here. You have brought us out here where there is nowhere for me to go. You brought me out here where there is nowhere for me to go. To what exactly? To scare me? I don't believe that. I've been scared much worse by much worse, and I don't let that happen anymore. I'm not scared. Not of you. Tell me what you need.
Blood.
You weren't quite right what you said about why I brought us out here. I didn't bring you out here to scare you or to isolate you. I brought you out here so I'd have nowhere to go. I want you to take this boat and row to the mainland and leave this place and never look back. But I knew you wouldn't do that. I knew you wouldn't believe any of this unless you saw. I want you to run.
Oh shit,
But
the
I
sun's
believe
coming
you're
up.
gonna row back there and do everything you can to try and save them.
No. It's good.
I'm just so sorry you have to see this. I love you, Aaron Green.
Dude,
That's kind
no.
of a dick move, though.
I love you my whole life.
No. It's only the 5th episode. There's 3 more.
Watch. There's 2 more after this.
Two more. They're gonna flip the boat over, and then they're gonna be underneath it.
Watch.
I did my best.
Is that her as a kid?
No.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the girl he killed in the car accident.
Yep.
She's taking him with her.
Why did he do that?
Bro, it just burns the wooden boat.
Yeah. See, I got goosebumps because that was a good scene.
Yeah. The whole credits are just her screaming.
Well, pause it. I don't want to hear the damn thing.
That's kind of a dick move and kind of selfish of him to do that, but
that's also really stupid because yes, he's a vampire.
Yeah.
He could have showed her something to make her believe. But he has the power to possibly overpower the other vampires. Maybe. Everyone else is just human.
I think he finally just felt like not having guilt and was like, all right, that's it for me.
I know, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
He didn't trust himself that he would actually be able to continue to fight off the urges because he felt it when he looked at his parents. He felt it when he looked at his brother. I think it was one of those things where he was hoping that just he wouldn't feel it.
Right.
And he knew that he was going to have to continuously suffer and torture himself.
Okay.
So that's why he went and told her and said, just fucking run. Just leave.
So this is what he should have done.
Okay.
Now, it wouldn't have been as dramatic. It wouldn't have had that nice little scene.
He should have just lived.
Yeah. Because Monsignor, we've already established, has no guilt. He's pretty fucking evil. All right? The vampire, obviously, evil.
Yeah.
All right? What he should have done was they should have stayed at her house, and then when the sun came up, he put his hand, showed her that this is real. That is proof enough that this is real, and said, hey, we could fight this, but I am going to need a little bit of your blood every now and then.
I think it's also a situation, because Riley has also said before that he shouldn't be alive. Technically, he's already died, because now he's the vampire. He's been resurrected. So now, I guess he could also be like, I was just meant to die.
And he's saving other, he doesn't know that he can control his urge.
Yeah.
So he's saving other people. He doesn't want to kill another person. And then also, he knows he's kind of addicted personality.
He was always meant to die there because, if you guys remember, that was the exact setting of his dream. He was in the boat with Erin sitting across from him, and he said he could only ever get to the sunrise in his dream. Every single time it would end right when you reach the sunrise.
Well, yeah, okay, so it's nice writing. I get that. But at the same fucking time...
But it doesn't satisfy me.
I just didn't want him to die. No. Well, that too. I didn't want him to die, but also he is condemning everyone else on the island.
Well, not
everyone.
He is the only one because he's a vampire, so he himself knows what right and wrong is still. Monsignor and the other vampire does not.
Yeah, but someone else could be a vampire.
The thing is, though, he tells her, I want you to go to the mainland and run, but I know you won't. He knows that she's going to go back to the island and try to warn people.
And that's fine.
So,
but if he's there as a vampire, he can overpower. He
possibly could, but he doesn't trust himself.
He doesn't trust that he won't give in to that urge.
So he's going to let everyone die because he doesn't trust himself.
No, that's why he told Erin and showed her that it was real so that she could go back and try and get as many people as possible to leave.
But with what proof? It's like, oh, Riley burst into flames in front of my eyes.
If you remember, she's not the only person to have seen some weird stuff dealing with vampire blood being in the sun. The doctor's also seen that.
That's true.
So that's someone else who would... And also, the doctor's seeing her mom get younger and everything. She knows some weird shit's going on.
And the mom.
Yeah. I mean, it would really just come down to people that are not enamored with the biblical aspect of what they think is going on.
This also just cements the fact that there is no main character in.
Yeah, whenever one of the last episodes we were watching, he was like, "Well, I know Riley's not going to die because he's the main character," and I just looked right at the camera. I was like, "All right."
I just don't see a way forward now.
Really?
Yeah,
I do. I see a couple ways forward.
What?
Well, the first thing
Let's
that would
talk
have to
about
happen
that.
is Erin would have to go and talk to the doctor.
Okay, but
In
then
secret.
what?
Well,
And then you start trying to gather as many people as possible and tell them what happened. And then at that point, it's like, well, it's up to you guys to believe us or not, but we're
They're gonna have to
fucking
play
leaving.
detective a little bit, find out some evidence, and then show their evidence to other people. They're gonna need another person that could possibly end up being a vampire to help them.
Technically, they could take someone else's blood that they know has
Vampire
had
blood.
communion,
Right.
put it in the sun and show them that it burns up.
Yep.
So, I mean, but you have to do that with, outside of the eyes of Monsignor Pruitt and Bev and Sturge, like, because you also have to determine who you can and can't trust at this point. Because if you go around showing it to the wrong people, they're going to run around and talk to other people.
But now, I mean, Riley knew. We don't know everything that he told her per se. We just know.
I think it's
that whole thing was him telling her.
Yeah, I think that was the story. Is everything we watched after they got on the boat and it did to the flashback. I think he told her all of that.
That's what I'm thinking. So she knows who all is in.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
she knows
does.
the mayor. She knows it's Bev. She knows Sturge.
So she knows who to stay away from.
Mm-hmm.
And that part where the mother was talking to her daughter about, don't you ever go back there.
Mm-hmm.
So she knows that. So I think she is going to go straight to the doctor.
I would say so. The doctor and the doctor's mom are going to play a pivotal role.
Doctor's mom.
And the rest of it is getting really young.
I was definitely surprised the first time I watched it because I was like, how are they going to do 2 more episodes without who we have kind of believed to be the main character?
Yeah, see, I haven't seen it that way.
Well,
now it's going to be
Erin.
I still don't think so. I don't know. I don't see a main character in this show.
Which is fine. I mean, you can see it as like an ensemble kind of.
That's how I feel about it.
Because I mean, again, we've spent pretty equal time with most of the characters, but I think I do think that they might have added a little bit more time with Riley, trying to make you think that he might be the main character, so that when they do that, it has you go, what? So, because a lot of movies will do that, where they start off on their main character, like how this one did. The first thing we see is Riley and his backstory and stuff. So,
I don't like it. I don't like that he's like, you know what, babe, I love you. Now watch me die.
See, I thought it was all right, but I think it was selfish of him to do that.
yeah,
Very selfish.
I still think it's a very poetic moment.
He could.
Oh yeah, it's definitely poetic. But
He could have showed her in a way that was not going to traumatize that woman.
right,
like
and
that.
then him go and kill himself if he wanted to.
But the
would
thing
not
is,
make her be there.
I think we've established that Riley isn't a hero.
No, he's definitely not a hero. I think that's very true.
But he
But he
loved
knows he's
her,
not
though.
a hero.
Yes, but he knows that he's a very flawed person.
Right.
He's a very flawed character, and to him, instead, like, because he could have just gone and killed himself and just left without giving any information. So I guess to him, he thought the noblest thing he could do is at least tell someone he trusts the most, give them information, and then and show them that it's real.
But it's not that.
To give them a chance.
He could have proved that it was real without traumatizing her for the rest of her life.
No, I thought
And
that
then
too.
be
I was like,
like,
that'd
I'm
be
gonna go-
awful to see.
Yeah, like, hey, I just want you to know I'm not going to see you again. But here, like, just so you know, this shit exists. Look, boom. All right, I'm going to go kill myself now. But I don't want you to see.
I
so
guess
goodbye.
it's the shock that it gives her to show the severity of it, maybe. So that it's no longer let's ask questions like, why is that happening to you? What's going on? It's you see it, now you deal with it, basically.
Right.
That's what I think it could be.
It's
And
like-
again, I think Riley just wanted to end it. Riley just had enough, you know.
It's like, hey guys, this is a gun. This is a real gun, okay? Like, I just wanted to prove to you that this was a real gun. Pop!
That's
It's
a
like-
little bit. You can demonstrate
That's
a little
exactly
bit better
what
with
he
that.
did.
You're like, this is a real gun. Also, I don't think that I can keep myself from shooting someone else with this gun because I'm so flawed. I just wanted you to know it is real, but if I was to stay with this gun in my hand, I might kill other people around us. So I have to end it right here. And
But
then
that's the
bang.
thing is, with that, you could literally shoot the wall. You could shoot the floor.
Okay. So
and you
here-
don't have that urge to kill other people.
No, here it is, right? I have the uncontrollable urge to shoot this gun. Every couple hours, I just have to shoot it.
Okay.
You could provide me with blanks, but I have real bullets right now, and I have to shoot it, Aaron. I have to shoot it, Aaron. We could wait, and I could prove to you this is a real gun later. I could prove this is a real gun later, and then you could just give me blanks every now and then so that I don't actually have to hurt anyone. But right now, I have to.
I feel like that's also not the way it went at all, but I just love the whole nonchalant. You could provide me with blanks.
I know.
It's like a commercial.
Yeah.
An anti-NRA commercial or something. You could have prevented this.
You could have provided blanks.
Yeah.
Donate every dollar donated is another blank fired.
What?
Instead of a real bullet, it would be another blank.
Oh.
Now it's like they have to make it to where you only have a 35% chance of getting a real bullet in a bullet box when you get a case of bullets.
That'd make Russian roulette real fun.
Oh, God.
I got a real one, Papa. I got a real one.
I mean, shooting a blank that close is going to kill you as well.
Yeah.
But, so we kind of just dove in already. Let's take a step back really quick and do the overview. What do you think of the episode as a whole? Not like, oh, I didn't like this part. Just all together as a cohesive unit.
I loved the whole thing.
Did you?
Yep.
Nice.
It was good.
That's a big difference from the last episode.
It was good news.
He said it was good because Riley died.
I didn't hate Riley in
Yeah.
this episode.
I just think it was really selfish of them.
Overview. Whole episode, not one spot.
No,
whole
no,
episode.
No. It is the whole episode. It is really selfish of them to end the last episode of Riley, quote unquote, dying, and then begin the next episode of him living.
Well, he was already dead, technically.
And then end this episode with him dying, but like dying this time.
But if you think about it, it's kind of like they're trying to tell the story of the resurrection, where he was killed and then laid to rest in the tomb, and then the tomb rolls away, and now he's gone.
Well, they should have waited 3 days.
Goes by faster in vampire time.
What?
Actually, they said, how long was he passed out? 6 hours, they said, right?
Yeah, 6 hours. It was only the span of...
It was a day.
Yeah, a day.
Wait, so he's passed out for 6 hours, which means he was going to go to Erin's house, what, fucking 12 a.m.? 1 a.m.?
Well, he went right after the service was held. But so he got attacked at nighttime. Then he was passed out for 6 hours, woke up, and it was daytime. Then they spent that entire day.
It was like 32 hours-ish.
At the community center. Then he left at that night. So it's around about 24 hours, I would say, by the time that he killed himself because the sun's coming up again.
But so he was attacked, probably died close to like midnight or something the night before. So, yeah, around 6 a.m. or something next day. Be around 30 hours-ish.
I did like... I don't know. Like, there's things I liked about the show, this episode, and there's things I didn't like about this episode.
Mainly Riley dying.
Mainly Riley dying. But I really liked that the doctor's mom, I did really like that she was like,
that is not the man.
Who is this man?
Yeah.
I thought it was Pruitt. I thought it was John, but it's not.
I mean, it is, but she says that's not the man that I knew. Like, I don't recognize him anymore.
No, I know. I that's not what I was saying. I wasn't saying that is not John.
Oh, that's the way you made it. I thought it was John, but it is not.
It's not anymore.
It's a different version.
An imposter.
An evil version.
But so I liked that they added that. So that's going to give insight on, well, that gives us insight on how they're going to find out as a whole, like what's really going on. So that helps move the story forward. I just can't see a way out of this unless they set the fucking church on fire during the daytime and then Pruitt dies inside. But then, where's the vampire hiding?
He should burn down the whole island.
Yeah, I still think the vampire is hiding in the abandoned house.
Mm-hmm.
I think Monsignor Pruitt obviously hides out in his house.
Yeah.
But I do think, I'm going to lay it out for you how the rest of this is going to go, okay?
Oh.
The sheriff, the doctor, and the doctor's mom, and Erin going to put together a task force. It's going to take a little while to convince Riley's parents what's going on, but finally they'll come to. One of them is going to die, unfortunately. Warren is going to help.
Which one, though? Which parent dies?
The mom.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Whichever one has the best mustache at the end of the episode.
The mom's not gonna have a mustache.
The mom's gonna die, unfortunately.
Okay.
Warren and the dad are gonna have a big role in killing the priest and the vampire.
Okay.
Looking at you to see.
I'm not gonna give you any like.
All right.
Knowing tells. I'll just start making
Looking at you.
faces.
I will say I was kind of hoping that Riley would have been able to like sprint, grab the priest, and like run outside or something, and have some big hero moment. But like you said, we know he's not a hero. He knows he's not a hero. I agree.
I thought he was a hero.
No hero.
Now, since I know how it ends, I know what happens with the final 2 episodes. I do have to say, I am curious as to what it would have looked like if Riley had been there for these last 2. I don't know how much it would have changed. I feel like it would have changed a lot.
Didn't I say that Riley was going to have some type of power that could stop them?
Probably.
Yeah, but you didn't say it would be the same power that they had.
But I said a type of power.
See, he could have just grabbed like a wooden stick and he would have had a power.
And loses it in the same fucking episode.
Well, he also lost his life, so.
I don't like it.
Twice.
I don't like it.
No, the first time that I watched it, I had the same thing where I was like, okay, so we ended the last episode with thinking, oh man, Riley might be dying. Then, oh, he's alive. And then at the very end of the episode, he dies. I was like, all right.
There is only one other death, like exactly the same death, that is worse. And I can't remember his name, but he's in True Blood. And he walks up to that rooftop.
Oh, Godric.
Oh.
When Godric Godfrey died.
Yeah.
When Godric died and Eric just broke down crying,
Yeah.
man, that shit got me.
You say
So-
Godfrey.
Godric
Godfrey.
Yeah, Godfrey.
So those 2 deaths, I don't like. They're pointless. They're pointless deaths. Absolutely fucking pointless.
Well, not to Riley. It's not. He wanted to die.
Yes to Riley, because he could have found someone that could provide him with the blood needed so that he can help them fight off the vampires.
But then he saw this as monstrous. He would have to take part in doing it in order to do all that. He did not want to do it. He did not want to feed on anyone.
Yeah.
So he thought the best way out, if he was going to just completely be rid of this by killing himself, was to let someone know what was going on.
I suppose so.
I suppose.
That ending, though, really reminds me of 30 Days of Night.
I don't know what that is.
It's a movie about vampires that attack a little town in Alaska where they literally go through 30 days of night.
Holy shit.
So it's 30 days of the vampires attacking that town.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It's a pretty crazy-ass movie.
If you're a vampire, you want to... Oh, fuck.
You don't want to be in Alaska during the...
No, because there's also like 30 days of daytime.
Yep. That's just when you hibernate.
Yeah, or you just sprint down the coast to the States.
Yeah. The other states.
Right.
This whole episode kind of revolves around that conversation with Riley and Monsignor in the rec center. I would say that's the majority of the episode. I found it intriguing whenever that whole conversation went down, where Monsignor's just constantly trying to convince Riley to be like, nope, you just need to believe. You need to believe. This is what's going on.
Yep.
And Riley, of course, is fighting it, as he normally would, as we've seen him do before, being combative. I actually love the scene, though, whenever he asks him, how does it make you feel?
That's a very good scene.
Because when I first watched it, I guessed that he was going to say jealous after he was like, disgusted, angry, fucking angry. And then I love seeing Monsignor just fucking scream at him, too, because like we hardly ever see him outside of a calm demeanor where he's like, talking all quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's straight up yelling at him. And whenever they were zooming in, I whispered under my breath the first time I watched it. I was like, jealous. And then he said it, and I was like,
Yeah, because
he didn't want to feel that guilt.
He didn't want to feel the guilt anymore, which means as a vampire, he still was able to feel guilt.
But that's the whole thing. So he's like, nothing is fixed for me. I still feel like a piece of shit, and now I just want to kill people.
And he finally felt peace once he reached out and touched the girl's hand before he died.
And I love that scene so much.
I know, I like that scene too, but I kind of wish it was in a later episode.
Yeah, I just wish it had been the last thing that the show did. If it was just the ending.
But I mean, like seriously, come on now. Like he was different. He was different than Monsignor Pruitt.
No,
because he felt guilt still.
Okay.
So I feel like he would have been able
It's
to
a good thing you're not directing.
He would have been able to hold himself back.
I think
he would have been able to.
Well, I mean, we saw that he did hold himself back from attacking his parents and his brother.
Right.
But
and Erin.
I think that Monsignor Pruitt has just convinced himself that he's not guilty of it. Because
Right.
the first thing he said after Joe fell down and hit his head was, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He said, oh, God, what happened? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It wasn't until Bev basically told him he shouldn't feel guilty for it.
I think he's just convinced himself that he doesn't feel any guilt. So I don't think that he's really different because Monsignor Pruitt did feel guilty at first, and then now he's convinced himself not to, and that this is what needed to happen because Bev literally sat there. God is acting through you. So I think that's just I don't know. And at first when you said he's different, I was like, no, I think this is just proof that Riley's just an ordinary character in the show, like that he's again not the main character. That there is no main character.
Okay.
He said, I don't like it when things don't have main characters and they're not overpowered.
Well, I do like overpowered characters.
I can't deal with it.
But when they earn their overpoweredness.
Riley hadn't earned overpoweredness.
That man has suffered so fucking much.
That doesn't mean...
but he's earned the right to
he
finally
also
be
killed
ordinary.
someone. Yeah.
That's it. He earned the right to finally just be a normal person.
Okay.
I feel like Riley would be no more deserving than anyone else on the island of overpoweredness.
If anyone needs to be overpowered, it's Sheriff.
That's right. Sheriff, maybe Riley's dad, because I really like his dad too.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool.
Well, the music was good again.
Yes, it
back some,
was, dude.
They brought back some singing.
Music was good again.
Still not upbeat or anything. It's more of a somber tone, but
I'll sing along the whole time.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hear
Hallelujah
in the background.
There's something about you, girl.
Yeah. And then when the random cello makes
yeah,
a little boom, which that just reminds me of not Lost. The Last of Us.
I thought you were gonna say Loch Ness Monster for some reason.
Damn it, monster!
Also, someone's phone went off as soon as you did the cello noise. It was like,
then it must have been his.
I don't know.
But it sounded like it came out of your mouth when you did the cello noise.
I just went.
Yeah, as soon as you did that, I heard.
It was actually kind of normally when they do the cello, it's like a really big, like loud, almost jump scare type of thing, which they do it when Riley shows up at the door.
Right.
But whenever they were in the church, it's kind of an undertone that you like lightly hear.
Yeah, which they've done like I think one other time, and I like it.
I guess just to show how ominous the scene is, because again,
also a change of mood.
Yeah, because I think that's also the time, one of the most animated times we've seen Monsignor giving a sermon, where because we've seen him show charisma and enthusiasm before,
right?
But here, like he's like,
it's different.
Yeah, like he's throwing his arms up and shit, like, you know, he's gonna ask you to do horrible things, and I'm like,
I would run the fuck out of a church in a heartbeat if they started talking shit like that.
We must shed the old covenant.
Yeah, because he's literally saying that morality is about to change.
Yep. As God's will changes, so does morality change. Yeah. We see Bev really twist the Bible to match her narrative in this episode.
You can see me like fucking.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She keeps quoting it to make every situation okay for them.
Yep. But you could do that with anything.
Yeah.
If you were just quoting from the Bible.
And that's the thing.
Context.
I've seen that happen. Like, personally, I've watched people do that, and I'm like, you're fucking crazy. They justify any of their shitty actions by some random quote in the Bible that they take out of context. And
you're fucking crazy, you stupid bitch.
That's going to be her theme song every time she shows up.
Slap you in the face and
eat a fish. Dude, You slapped the fish.
Did you eat the last piece of cake?
Cake. Do we have anything else we want to add on to this episode?
Well, as we have one more addition to Smash or Pass.
I think we all also.
What is this?
Determined.
What?
What is that? What is that thing you just said?
Midnight Ass or Midnight Pass.
That's what you meant.
it is. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I went stupid for a minute.
Go stupid. Go stupid. Yeah, so I already put 3 check marks. Because we would all midnight ass it.
I said put 2 check marks.
So Brandon's going back for seconds.
No. No, you gotta do the other check mark to cancel it out.
Oh, bitch.
It's a check mark and a negative
Fuck
check
off.
mark.
You know you would.
It's like an X.
You know you would.
Well,
it's only 2 people in this show.
Just know for...
You said sheriff and his son. I mean...
Whoa. I say de.
Whoa. All right. Whoa.
Tocar los dos.
So, what were you going to say?
Tocar los dos?
No, it's not what you're going to say.
Something about huevos?
I don't think it had anything to do with Spanish at all. You were speaking whenever I said sheriff and his son.
I don't know what I was speaking.
Okay.
I don't know what I was saying.
Well, we would all midnight ass the shit out of young Mildred.
I wish they would, because there's no more wrinkles on her face. She's walking fast.
Why are
now.
you complaining?
I'm complaining. I want wrinkles. No.
I want big flappy grandma wings.
But there's no more wrinkles on her face.
Yeah.
And yet she still has the same grandma hair. Her hair has not changed at all.
Maybe she was just born with silver hair.
Exactly. Maybe she was.
And Riley's mom has got it going. No, Riley's mom.
Yeah, she do.
No longer needs her glasses.
Yep.
Right.
So why does Mildred?
Mildred might have, I don't know.
She wasn't attending mass though, and so she wasn't getting the same amount of.
She was getting her
vampire
own
blood.
mass.
Monsignor Pruitt was visiting her every day.
Not the same amount.
No one else has de-aged but her.
Well, maybe it's only attacking certain parts.
If you've looked at his
No.
dad and his mom from the very beginning episode, they
a little bit.
Yeah, they look a lot younger.
His
Especially
dad
not-
has like no gray in his hair at all anymore.
Yep, and his face.
He has less wrinkles.
Yep, less wrinkles.
Back pain doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I know
Like
that.
their ailments are all cured, but his dad looks super
But-
young now.
So let me just say, let me fix that.
And maybe her peak self
No one else
still
has,
needed glasses.
No one else has de-aged like she has.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I even said it seems like they're aging. She's
Monsignor.
aged down. Yeah, Monsignor overnight. Which the thing is, because he at that point still hadn't died yet. He didn't die until he came back and was poisoned. Right. So I mean, yeah, overnight he became young again. It's taken Mildred a little bit of time, but still much faster than everyone else that's on the island.
But she had much further to go, so
yeah,
may have been. You know, it's just based on how far you have to go. That's the rate at which it travels.
Yeah.
Because if it's taking them back to their peak selves, the best that their body was, then technically it could be at a time where she still needed glasses at that age, and she was still technically at her peak self. Because she could have been born with something wrong with her eyes.
I guess. But at the same time, it's like I feel like something like that would fix whatever was wrong with her eyes.
Maybe. Or it could be a thing where those glasses
Because
really
that's-
didn't do shit,
because-
and she just hasn't noticed that they're not doing anything.
Because that's what they were talking about, what the Bible was saying it was doing, taking it back to their peak selves. But this is vampire blood. This has nothing to do with the Bible.
Or it's healing ailments. It's healing babies out of wombs.
Took her back to her peak self.
But I do really like that they are masquerading this vampire blood and vampire shit with religion.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting mixture.
They're drinking Angie blood.
That they're hiding very well.
Yep.
In a way.
Well, and since because they've basically they've said that all this stuff that's happening is miracles, now they've got more people believing it. So if any more miracles start happening, no one's going to question it.
Nope.
It's just going to be the act of like God's will.
But here's the thing, though. So let's say like, is a miracle going to happen to everybody? And they're gonna be like, okay, well, now here's the truth, and now you're stuck following me because guess what? If you stop drinking the blood, all those gifts that were given to you are now taken away.
Or do they crusade to the mainland?
Ooh.
Start
start infecting over there.
But are they all going to be turned, or are they all just going to continue to just drink the vampire blood?
Well, see, the thing is, they would...
Far Cry 7.
Right now, since they're just drinking the blood, they're still mortal.
Right.
They would have to die and be resurrected, everyone on the island, for them to all get the benefits of being
As
a vampire.
long as they still have the blood in their system, too.
Yeah.
But do you have... So what you're saying is this version of vampire, you could become a vampire even if you're not bitten. You just have to have vampire blood in you and then die.
Yeah. Yeah, because it has nothing to do with being bitten to become a vampire, as long as you have the blood in your system.
Yep.
Well,
different shows and different...
Yeah.
Sometimes they change all the rules, because sometimes vampires are,
Man, True Blood, you have to be buried.
It's weird.
But I just meant, in this show,
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with being bit with the vampire. It just has to do with their blood being in your system.
That's into this thing.
But if they want everyone on this island to share in the same gifts, they got to kill everyone first.
Yeah, but then they have nothing to feed on.
Then they have to go to the mainland.
Exactly.
So they could end up...
Unless they just enslave a couple of people from the island and make them their feeders.
And then they would constantly have to feed them their blood to keep them alive too.
Well, or they just continuously feed them, like they have 10 people from the island or something. They're constantly feeding them, giving them water and stuff, and then they have to.
But what I'm saying is that they want to keep them as those blood cows for them. They would have to keep healing them and keep them at their peak selves.
This is what you do.
You force them to have babies.
No. You split the entire town in equal half.
Half vampires, half human?
Each vampire...
And you fight to the death.
No. Each vampire will get their own designated human, and that is your food.
That becomes a thing in True Blood too at one point, where people become partners with vampires where they feed them.
Yeah. So each vampire gets their own human. So that way, every vampire will never run out of food, but then you would eventually have to start forcing the humans to...
Drink the blood.
No, not drink the blood.
The vampire blood to stay alive over
reproduce.
time.
They'll stay alive. What's his face is successfully feeding Pruitt.
Pruitt's a vampire now.
And he's... The fairy guy, what's his name?
Oh, Sturge.
Sturge is feeding Pruitt.
But what I'm saying is
by
that
himself. He cuts all over his arm.
Listen, what I'm saying is that over time, years and decades from now, to stop Sturge from dying, they would have to give him vampire blood to stay alive.
Why? You create new blood every day.
No,
but you still die.
He still ages, is what he's saying.
Yeah, he would still age because he doesn't have vampire blood
aging.
in him. He has to have the vampire blood in him.
You never let me finish. Because I was trying to say you're going to have to eventually force them to procreate, have babies.
Unless you fed them vampire blood, you wouldn't have to do that.
Because then it would bring them back to their peak self.
That's true.
So then you would have to have quarters.
But you would want to make them have babies anyways. Because just like how the government controls us.
But you're creating centuries of indentured servitude at this point, because once they have a child, then the child is raised to only be your blood servant.
Exactly, which means they'll never...
Jason, I think you're the most evil person at the table right now. He's like, no, that's a perfect idea.
That's all they'll know, so they won't know that there's anything ever different.
But instead of ruining centuries of human beings...
There's no drama in that, though.
Just have the same people that are going to forever stay resentful towards you.
But they're more likely to fight.
Well, the thing is, you're also basing this off the idea that everyone's just going to be okay with this plan. Yeah, I'll be your food source. Sure.
You want my babies too? Yeah.
Baby smoothie.
And the thing is, you'd have to have them procreate with other human vampire partners, because as a vampire, you can't procreate with anyone.
How do you know?
Because it's never a thing.
Except.
So does that mean
because you're dead
in Twilight?
Does that mean Erin is not pregnant anymore?
We know she's not pregnant anymore.
We don't know that.
There's nothing in her womb.
But you can't take a photo of a vampire.
And there's no heartbeat of a vampire.
She doesn't. But she doesn't feel it move either.
It could be playing
it's
dead.
just sleeping in its coffin.
And if the baby were turned into a vampire, it would age forwards to its peak self.
Plus, wouldn't she need to?
So he would come busting out of her.
Okay, so since he's talking like this, I guess we can confirm that there is no baby.
The baby's gone.
To throw you off of the tracks. Just saying.
The baby is gone.
But yeah, it was a good episode to answer your question.
Yeah, right.
Bang Mildred Club.
Y'all just wait till you see the next episode.
Oh yeah.
I'll say that about all of them. Just wait till you see the next one.
We'll get to the last one. You'll be like, just wait till you see the next one.
In a blind manner.
Just wait till you see D's nuts.
Mud.
Were you talking to the viewers?
Yeah.
He's going to silently.
Check out our OnlyFans.
Check out our OnlyStans.
Well,
I straight up thought you just ended it.
No, if that's all we have to say, we can end it if you want.
I'd like to end it.
You want to
End it all?
like
End it
Riley?
all.
Like Riley did.
I'm gonna step out in the sun as soon as we get out of here.
All right.
Yeah.
Go touch grass.
Fucking nerd.
Bye.
Staring at the sun is something. I don't know the lyrics. Post Malone and.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to come back and watch some more movies with us, we're going to be uploading twice a week from now on. One video that's going to be a movie, one video that's going to be a TV show. So if you want, just if you want to, not trying to pressure you, but if you want, you can hit us with a subscribe, maybe a like, and you can even comment down below. Tell us what you thought about the movie, what movies you want to see next, or even what TV shows you want us to check out.
Absolutely.
And we'll try and do every single one we can. We'll try and talk with you guys, and we can, have some good conversations, right?
Yeah.
Right? Jason? Jason! Jason!